Hello everyone, Assalamu alaikum. This is MD Azadul Azad from Anonymous Academy. You all are welcome to know about the use of to have verb today. Today's class is very important because to have is somehow everywhere we get in English sentences or English passages. Today we will discuss, as you are watching, to have verbs. To have verbs means অধিকারে থাকা বা অধিকারে আছে. Usually we know I have a mobile phone, she has a pet cat, and we had a good time in Dhaka. So here to have verbs জানার জন্য আমাকে জানতে হবে what is the conjugation of to have verbs. To conjugation মানে হচ্ছে ভার্বের যে তিনটা ফর্ম আছে সেগুলো, প্রেজেন্ট ফর্ম, পাস্ট ফর্ম and past participle form. So to have ভার্বের যে তিনটা কনজুগেশন ফর্ম আছে সেটি হলো V1, V2 and V3. That's are have, had and had. So, and what about has verb? Has is basically present form, but that is exceptionally present form. Exceptional. This one is exceptional. So now I am going to discuss about the use of to have verbs and to has verb or to had verb. I mean had verbs. Where you will place have, where has and where had. First one is subject, third person singular, requires has. Any other subject require have. Remember, these two form is for present form. I mean বর্তমানে ব্যবহার করা হয় to have or has. And any meaning that you want to mean past form, so any subject requires had. Here many of you may have a kind of confusion, that is what is third person singular. So I am telling you by one sentence, that is আমি তুমি ছাড়া জগতে আছে যারা, থার্ড পারসন হলো তারা. হোয়াট ডু মিন? আমি বলতে আমাকে বোঝায় যে শব্দগুলো আই, মাই, উই, আওয়ার, আস, আওয়ার সেলফ. আর তুমি বলতে ইউ, ইয়োর সেলফ, দ্যাট ইজ সেকেন্ড পারসন. অ্যান্ড আমি তুমি ছাড়া পৃথিবীতে কি আছে? সে আছে, হি আছে, শি আছে, দে আছে, রহিম, করিম, স্কাই, টাইগার, ফ্রুটস, লট অফ থিংস, থার্ড পারসন. অ্যান্ড what is singular? Singular is not more than one. Singular is not more than one. That means one. Oneness of something. That is third person. Is called third person singular. অর্থাৎ এক বচন, বহু বচন নয়. Okay? You got my point. Fine. So, I am going to give you example of to have verbs like I have a nice pet dog. Good. She has a garden. We had a nice party last night. Look at the sentence. I have a nice pet dog. So this one I, she has a garden. This one she, we had a nice party. This one is last night is the indication of past tense. So ultimately you cannot use here have. So you have to use here had. And here have and has according to their structure. Okay? So let's go for the negative form of these words. What is that? Yes. Before telling negative form, I want to explain that negative can be done in two ways. What are that? In modern and in English, in older English. In older English, people used to use have not. I have not. I have not a ball. And she has not a cat. They had not had not a problem. Say. Look at this. This one is somehow older version of to have verb use. But in modern time, make sure in modern time, nowadays people are using English all over the world as it is one of the most spoken languages in the world, and people are using this form. What? I'm writing. Look at this. I do not have a ball. This one, and she does not have a cat, and they did not have a problem. Yes. These three uses that are very common in modern English. So you are 21st century generation. We are living in the modern era, and our country is going to be very, very globalized, and by internet or by any ways we are getting a developed country in the South Asia. That's why you must follow this one, and I prefer this one. Maximum scholars suggest to use this way of making negative of to have verbs. Okay, so here one thing that I must clarify, that is maximum students who are not from the English department, even English department students make some mistakes. The common mistakes. That common mistake is, as you said, she has a garden. Why not? She does not has. Why not this one? Why not? So their logic is, as subject is third person singular, we always place has instead of have. So they show logic that must be has is right answer. But the thing is fundamental. The fundamental thing is, conjugation of to have verbs. Conjugation of to have verbs, I showed you at the very beginning. To have verb V1 means have, and V2 means had, V3 means had. So ultimately, to have is the base form. As we know, after do or does, you must place V1. So ultimately, you cannot write has. Has is exceptional only for subject third person singular when there is no any negative form or other things. Am I clear? Yes. Hopefully you understand. So similar thing happened here. Did not have, because after do, does or did, you must place base form of the verb. That means V1. So ultimately, to have verbs past form had, but present form have. So did not have is the right answer. You understand? If I ask you like, do you have any problems? Yes, I do. No, I don't. So that's the correct answer. But you cannot say, if I ask you like, do you have any problems? Yes, I have. No, that is wrong answer. You have to answer like, I do. Okay, got my answer? So this one is negative thing. And what about interrogative thing? When I go through some question making, so we got negative form of to have verbs. What about interrogative forms? Look at this. When you are writing interrogative, make sure you are using auxiliary verbs at the very beginning or WS words. Like, do you have one more pen? Do you have one more pens? Does she have any say? Say is not verb, say is noun. Did he have the same problem? So ultimately, in interrogative forms, do, does or did place at the very beginning before subject, and after this do, does, did, you make sure you're using V1 have, not has or had. Okay, so there are some other places, as you already see. This thing is a kind of sun block. This sun block will tell you in which places you will use multiple use of to have verbs. That is dimensional use of to have verbs, and sometimes we got confused. What does it mean? What I can understand. So in that case, I am here standing to clarify everything. So you have to keep on with my videos. Okay, fine. Come on the point. So from the very beginning, I would like to go through some tense function.